Hi guys, I'm Beth and this is Read Remark. Today I've got the power of the wolves with me because we are going to be talking about the book Mongrels by Stephen Graham Jones. I hope you enjoy my Three Wolf shirt today. I'm going to link to the description on Amazon so you can be sure to read all of the powerful reviews about how much virility and strength a shirt such as this can bring into your life. It's a good thing I'm wearing it today because we're going to be talking about Mongrels by Stephen Graham Jones. This is a book about werewolves. I read it as part of the Books in the Freezer book club for February. Very excited to be participating in this. It starts with the boy's grandpa. He tells all these tall tales about werewolves, what they're like, sort of the lore. It's kind of interesting learning the rules of werewolves. For example, there's one that talks about how they can't wear pantyhose because when they shift to wolf and shift back, the pantyhose stretch with them and stay on the body. And so when they shift back, their body sucks up the pantyhose and they painfully die as the pantyhose infect their blood over the next week. Really kind of gruesome. Some of the facts are funny, some of them not so much. But then Grandpa dies and turns into a wolf, and the boy learns that maybe all these tall tales weren't quite tall tales. Maybe there's something more to it, and this werewolf folklore is actually true. It follows a boy, his Aunt Libby, and his Uncle Darren as they move from place to place and pretty much just be werewolves. In particular, Libby and Darren, they change whenever they need to. Darren likes to kind of be a roustabout, and Libby is kind of the responsible one who holds a series of blue-collar or working-class jobs to just keep a roof over their heads. They move from rented trailer to rented trailer from place to place. As we follow the boy, it's kind of a coming-of-age story for him. He fills all these multiple roles, such as mechanic, biologist, hitchhiker, thief. He fills all these roles without quite filling the one that he's always been meant to fill, werewolf. It's kind of a cruel irony in his life that he is all these different things in all these different places and never seems to shift the way he really wants so that he can be the one thing that he feels like he was meant to be. Parallels to real life that you can draw from this story. So as they move from place to place, they literally live on the fringe of society. You could kind of see this as a parable as the werewolves being kind of an undesirable class of people, a lower class of people, and the way that we kind of treat this lower class as being kind of on the fringe to begin with. We don't see them quite as human. There's a quote, in fact, in which someone says, "We're all bastards," he said, "mutts, mongrels." There's clearly a class element to be had with this story. It's also really nice to see how close this family is. There are several spots where one of them is in dire trouble that, you know, anyone would in their right mind be willing to just leave and think that it's all over. But no, they risk everything to save each other without a second thought. So I wouldn't quite call Mongrels a horror book, even though horrific things do happen. I would call it more of a coming-of-age story. Really, it's all about the boy as he grows into being a young adult and then finding himself and finding meaning in what he is. Now, it's really interesting to look at Stephen Graham Jones's body of work because he has some really interesting titles. For example, let me read you a couple of them. Zombie Sharks with Metal Teeth, Zombie Bake Off, Growing Up Dead in Texas. These are books I want in my life. So I really enjoyed reading Mongrels. Again, I wouldn't call it horror. I would call it more just an unconventional coming of age, which I enjoyed a lot. I thought it was really cool. This was a family first, not necessarily werewolves first. I liked it quite a bit. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I can't wait to see the other videos and what the other readers of this book thought. Should be interesting. I'll catch you all next time. Bye.